Hi friends, in the last class we have seen the problems of honoring of a bill. Today's class we will be seeing the problem on dishonor of a bill. Here we are seeing it is clearly given on the screen. A bill of exchange may be dishonored by A, non-acceptance, or by B, non-payment. See, non-acceptance means suppose after A is selling the goods to B, and A has drawn a bill on B, and B says that I am not going to accept the bill which you are drawn by you. It is called as non-acceptance. See, why it is non-acceptance we are not discussing about. I am just trying to tell you the meaning of it. Non-acceptance means the drawee has refused to accept the bill which has been prepared by a drawer. We have learned in the beginning of the first class of introduction of bills of exchange. So when the drawee has refused to accept the bill drawn by or prepared by drawer, it is called as non-acceptance. And you can see here when bill is dishonored, that is also dishonored. When a bill is dishonored by non-acceptance, no accounting entry is passed in the books of drawer and drawee. So what is that you have learned today? Non-acceptance. Non-acceptance means I have explained the meaning that drawee has refused it. So the question of bills of exchange does not arise there. So when a bill is dishonored, it is also called dishonored, but by non-acceptance, no accounting entry is passed. However, non-payment, this is important. Non-payment means on the due date, if drawee has failed to make a payment, it is called as non-payment. It is to be noted that a promissory note or a check can be dishonored by non-payment only. Non-payment only means the drawee has failed to make a payment, then what is called as non-payment. So when a bill is dishonored by non-payment, the accounting entries in the books of drawer, drawee, bank and NRC are summarized below. Generally we won't be writing entries in the books of bank, only since it has been given the material I am trying to explain. So about these things I have already explained in the last class. In a detailed manner I went. If you want, you can even look at these things also. Only thing is that I told you situation 3 is endorsing the bill. Here he has given situation 3 as situation 2 has bill sent to bank for collection. That is the only difference. Like they have given like case 1 or situation 1 options available. Bill returned by the till the due date, this I have given you as situation 1 same, and bill sent to bank for collection I have taken as situation 4. In the material it has been given as a situation 2, no issue. Bill discounted by with the bank I have given a situation 2. It has been given situation 3, and bill is endorsed in favor of a creditor. I have explained you as situation 3. Here it has been given as a situation 4. Okay, so these 4 things just you can go through it. Clear to all of you? And these things after date, after site, and public holiday, these things also I mentioned. Date of maturity of will, drawer, drawee, payee. About these, all these things I have already explained you in detailed manner. Okay, so these entries also I have explained you, so no need to worry about it. So that is why today I am taking out the dishonor of a bill entries, because initially if I went by repeatedly explaining each and everything right from sales, because in this why I have not taken this option is that you don't have any entry for sale. Actually, why a bill has been drawn, no issue, no, not mentioned. To have a clarity why bill is being drawn, why you are calling as a trade bill, because one trader has sold goods to another trader. That is the reason why a bill has been drawn. Because example I have taken you, A has sold goods to B, that means B owes to A. So to get a guarantee that he is going to make a payment on so and so date, the seller of the goods is drawing a bill asking the buyer of the goods to sign it and send it back. If buyer is not accepting it, it is called non-acceptance. So no entry is required. But here when he accepts, the question is whether the bill is honored or dishonored. That question arises. So what is honor? I think it has not been mentioned here, but we have discussed about what is honoring of a bill. Honoring of a bill is honoring of a bill means I've told you fulfilling his commitment, making the payment on the due date is called as bill honored. I repeat once again, a bill is said to be honored or met when it is duly paid by the acceptor to the drawer or his order on the maturity date. On payment, drawer or his order, that is his bank or the NRC, give the bill to the acceptor and receive the cash. Simple words, what is honoring of the bill I have told you. Suppose a bill has been retained by the drawer himself. He will be going to the drawer or he will be sending somebody on behalf of him to go to B's residence, and B will be making the payment. The bill is said to be honored and the bill is being given back to like a drawee, that is in the example I've taken the last class B, and B will be giving you cash. That's it. Or on his order, suppose I told you who is the holder of the bill. Last class I've told you A is the holder of the bill for situation 1. Situation 2, which I've given in the example, was discounting the bill. When a bill is discounted, the bill is with not with the drawer, the bill is with the banker. Banker will be presenting the bill to the drawee, and the drawer will, the drawee is nothing but is acceptor. Drawee will be making the payment to the banker. That means who is holder of the bill? Banker. So banker is taking the bill to the on the due date to the drawee's house, and drawee will be making the payment. That is called as honoring of a bill. Or if the bill is been said to NRC, given to NRC, NRC will be taken. NRC means third party, is like a creditor of drawer. The bill is with a creditor of drawer, and that creditor will go to the house of the drawee, that is acceptor, or in the example B I told you, and he will be making the payment on the due date. So the bill is said to be honored. Or bill is sent to bank for collection. The bill is given to banker. A banker will be going to on behalf of the drawer to the drawer's residence, and he will be collecting the money. A drawer's residence means drawer's place of stay. That's it. So this is what we have discussed today, dishonor of a bill. So I told you dishonor of the bill is nothing but on the maturity date. Maturity date means a due date. If he is unable to make a payment, here please try to understand. I will be using the term maturity date and due date simultaneously, but you know the meaning. I've explained already. Significance, due date in the sense normally due plus 3 grace days, it is being called a due date, or as per CA material they are using the term maturity date. But when it comes to average due date chapter, we'll be using the term due date only. It is after adding 3 grace days. After adding 3 grace days, the bill is being presented, and then drawee refused to make the payment. The bill is said to be dishonored. Okay, so this it is called as dishonored for non-payment. When the bill is dishonored by non-payment, the accounting entries in the books of drawer, drawee, bank, and NRC are summarized as below. Now here I wish to explain you, whenever the bill has been dishonored, you should learn about few things. That is about noting charges. Noting charges. Sir, what do you mean by noting charges? Here few points which is not there. Just let me give you few points for explanation. When a bill is dishonored, it is legally necessary that the fact of dishonor and the causes of dishonor should be established. Simply, I told you A has drawn a bill on B, that B needs to make a payment to A on so and so day. If B has failed to make payment on that particular due date, the bill is said to be dishonored. When the bill is said to be dishonored means then A is having every right to sue B. A can sue B. How he can sue? By filing a civil tort. You might have learned in the law, tort is a civil suit. Civil suit in the case. Civil suit in the court. Then court needs evidence, no? Court needs evidence. So then B may say with utmost sincerity, sir, A has not presented the bill properly, so that how can I make a payment? Everybody knows that why A should go to court if B is making the payment. Everybody knows that since B has not made a payment, A will be very happy to collect the money, no? A or holder of the bill is very happy to collect the bill, no? I'm telling you, holder of the bill. Try to understand. Holder of the bill. Who is the holder of the bill, sir? Holder of the bill. For situation 1, drawer is the holder of the bill. I think you'll understand situation 1 by this time. Situation 2, discounting. Banker is the holder of the bill. Situation 3, NRC is the holder of the bill. Again, situation 4, who is the holder of the bill? Drawer only. That means for situation 1 and 4, who is the holder of the bill? Who is the holder of the bill? Drawer itself. Situation 2, banker. Situation 3, NRC. Situation for bill sent to bank for collection means bank has went on behalf of drawer only. So for situation 4 also, technically speaking, who is the holder of the bill? Drawer only. So we will say that nobody has come to me, nobody has come to me. So otherwise they could have made a payment. Then who will become fool? A. So A knows that, and court also knows that. Why if B has made a payment, why should A comes to court? Got it? So now the problem is that, but court needs evidence. That is why I told you, when the bill is dishonored, it is legally necessary that the fact of dishonor and the causes of dishonor should be established. No need to worry about, no need to copy it, just listen to me, that's it. You will be knowing the meaning of that. So that is what has been. Noting is recording fact of dishonor by a notary public. Sir, who is notary, sir? A notary public is nothing but, you can see in the High Court, or sometimes we see in front of the, like we got in Nampally Court, criminal court, you will be having notary will be done. Whenever you want to have any affidavit, you need to have attestation of a notary. Notaries are senior advocates appointed by High Court, and they are called notary public. So, and the fact of dishonor by notary public, he will be recording the fact, and such noting must be made within a reasonable time after the dishonor. So that means that he will be making his comments on that. How, sir? I'll explain. The problem is that when a bill has been said to be dishonored, the drawer can prove that. See, from civil case point of view, I'm telling you, case point of view, if drawer can prove that, B can prove that the bill was not properly presented to him for payment, he may escape from liability. So B says that nobody has come to me. He can prove that, he can escape. That is why generally, therefore, if there is a dishonor or fear of dishonor, the bill will be given to a public official known as notary public. So bill will be given to him. The notary public present the bill to drawer. So the drawer is not going now, because he knows that drawer has failed to get, or holder of the bill has failed to get. So they approach notary. Now notary is taking the bill, and the notary public presents the bill to drawer for payment. And if money is received, he will hand over the money to the concerned party. He will be happy when notary public is going there. Then B will be really having some fear in his mind. He may, because the fact will be recorded by him. So tomorrow B is liable to make a payment. So if he is acting, pretending that I don't have money, but that can be known when you are sending the notary to him. So notary, then after sending the notary, if he makes the payment, that's fine. Okay. But if the bill is dishonored, dishonored means even when notary public also gone there and B said I don't have money, he will note the fact of dishonor in his register. In his register, he will be knowing that he will be recording the reason for that, why the bill has been dishonored, and in his register, he is having a register, maintaining register. Every notary will be maintaining the register in his register, and give the bill back to his client. Client means the holder of the bill. It can be a drawer or a banker or an NRC. This process is known as noting. This process is called as noting. That is what has been mentioned. Contents of noting. Contents. Noting must specify the date of dishonor, the reason, if any, assigned for such dishonor, and noting charges. Sir, what is noting charges, sir? The fees charged by notary public for noting is known as noting charges. Okay. So, as I told you, what is noting charges? The fees charged by notary public. A small amount, very small amount. Fees charged for giving his facts of the dishonor. in his notes, okay, is called as noting charges. For recording that, the holder of the bill has to. I'm using the term holder of the bill. Please try to understand holder. Holder means whoever is holding the bill on the due date. Holder can be 4 points. Holder of the bill. Okay, so that for recording it, the fees charged by notary public is called as noting charges. Now, who is paying noting charges, sir? No, the holder of the bill pays. Bill is paying these charges. Holder of the bill will be paying these noting charges. Holder of the bill is paying these noting charges. Now, this noting charges, why the holder should bear? But who is accountable, sir? Who is the person who is responsible? Who is responsible, sir? B. Recovery. The amount of noting charges, even though is being paid by the holder, will be recoverable from the party who is responsible for dishonor. Part 2 is responsible for dishonor. Now, let me tell you. The part 2 is responsible means for first situation. Who is the party responsible? Drawee is the party. Who is the party responsible? Drawee is the party responsible. Second situation, banker has discounted the bill. The drawer has discounted the bill. So, on the due date, from banker's point of view, banker is no way connected to B. No way connected to B. So, banker will be making drawer as responsible because banker has given the facility of discounting by looking at the face of the drawer. So, banker will be collecting, banker will be making, say in this case, A as responsible if drawer is A. Array, it's not my fault, it is the fault of B. So, A in turn putting the responsibility on B. The banker is putting the responsibility on A, drawer, and drawer in turn finally putting the responsibility on B. A third situation, NRC. NRC means the person who has got the bill from drawer. NRC is putting the responsibility in drawer. Drawer in turn is putting the responsibility for. And fourth situation, again, as I told you, fourth situation, sending the bill to bank for collection, the responsible person is the drawer himself. So obviously he is bearing it. And in turn, he is finally collecting. So ultimately, noting charges finally recoverable. I am using the term finally recoverable noting charges. Finally recoverable from whom? Drawee. Finally recoverable from drawee. Clear to all of you? Finally, it is recoverable from drawee. See, treatment in the books of drawer. The drawee's account is always debited with the total amount. The amount of dishonor bill plus the amount of noting charges, if any, incurred. So, in the books of drawer, always which account will be debited, my dear friends? A drawee account will be debited. Simple words for noting charges. In the books of drawee, because you will be asking in the examination problem, noting charges option A, expense to drawer or expense to drawee. Please remember, noting charges is an expense for drawee. Even though holder of the bill is paying, ultimately it is not an expense because they are collecting from whom? Drawee. So therefore we can say noting charges is an expense for drawee. You may get these things in statement of true or false. Noting charges is an expense. So drawer's account is always created with the total amount of dishonor bill plus amount of noting charges, if any, incurred. In the books of drawee, the amount is due to whom? Drawee. That is where drawee account is created and noting charges account will be debited. That we will be discussing now. Okay, so I have explained you about this concept just to have a clarity, my dear friends. Since entries are given here, straight away I am taking out the entries from the material. Since in the first yesterday's class, what I felt was that you need bit of explanation. So in detailed manner, I have given examples and giving you the entries, everything. So even though you got in the material, now I think today you are comfortable bit. You are used to understanding those entries. So let me start telling you the entries. Dishonor of a bill. Accounting entries on dishonor of a bill. In the books of drawer, I'm assuming him as A. The books of drawer, I'm assuming as a B. Endorser, I'm assuming as a C. Banker is a very rarely, right? So three parties A, B, C. When the bill retained till the maturity, we are only learning the entry for dishonor. So this is the entry for dishonor. Accounting entries on dishonor. Please try to understand. Accounting entries are that means prior to this unit write two entries, no? What are those two entries? Tell me. First entry, I'm not writing first entry. Retain the bill means first selling the goods. B to sale. Second entry, bills receivable account that are to be. Third entry. So please remember for situation 1, I'm writing situation 1. Situation 1, drawee account at R2. This will become third entry. First two entries I've told you already. First entry, sales account at R. First entry means I'm including sales. If no entry for sales, directly it will become second entry. If you start from entry for sales, entry for drawing the bill, bills receivable account at R to B. B means drawee, you are reversing it. Drawee account. The drawee account means B account. Example I've given. So bills receivable and cash. This is noting charges. I told you who pays noting charges? Holder of the bill. Narration being the amount of dishonored bill and noting charges debited to the drawee. So please remember, I think you know about the entry for sales and purchases. Straight away I'm coming back to this. First entry, tell me bills receivable account at R2. Bills receivable account at R2. Drawee, second entry, drawee account at R2, bills receivable to cash account. Okay, we come back to this entry later on. Now, clear to all of you, this is situation 1. When the bill is retained. Okay, when the bill is sent to bank for collection. So I told you situation 4 in our study material. The notes which I have given, not study material. The notes which I have given, I've called it situation 4. This is situation 1. No, I told you situation 1. Situation 4. Drawee account at R to bill sent for collection to bank account. NC means noting charge. Being the amount of dishonored bill, noting charges debited to drawee. Noting charges. Because the bill is with him, no, he'll be asking the banker to make a payment. But who has to bear it? The drawer has to bear. But since bank is, I have sent the bill to bank for collection, so bank will be initially paying on the instruction of the drawer. That is why bank account is being created. Being the amount of dishonored bill and noting charges debited to the drawee. So what is the entry? Tell me once again. Drawee account at R to bill sent for collection to bank account noting charges. Clear to all of you? Drawee account at R to bill sent for collection to bank account. NC means noting charges. First entry will be here. This will become third entry. The reason is bills receivable account at R to drawee account and then bill sent for collection account at R to bills receivable, and then third entry drawee account at R to bill sent for collection. The last class we have written the entry for honor, no? In place of entry for honor, I am writing entry for dishonor. That means whatever the entries we have learned for writing the entry for bill drawn, entry for bill sent to bank for collection, those two entries will be same. This will become third entry. When bill got discounted, entry. Who is making the payment? Noting charges are being paid by bank. Drawee account at R to bank account. So please try to understand second situation, third situation. Here, situation 4 and situation, this is second. Situation second. What we have discussed in the last class. Doesn't matter, but for our convenience, it's not that rule that you should follow what I'm saying. But generally, what I am following is being suggested in the most of the books. Situation 1, retaining. Situation 2, discounting. Situation 3, endorsing. Situation 4, bill sent to bank for collection. So situation 2, situation 4. Situation 4 is bill sent to bank for collection means the bill is since with the banker. We are asking the banker to make a payment. But in this case, we have discounted the bill, means obviously we will be making the payment bank only. So being the amount of bill dishonored, bill and noting charges debited to drawee. That means here bank account will be created in the books of drawer. The reason is that amount is due to whom? Bank. Because I got the money from the banker, so I'm accountable to banker. That is why bank account is being created. Here the entry will be drawee account data to bank. Okay, including noting charge. When the bill is endorsed, endorsed means third party. The bill is not with us. Who is going to make a amount? Third party, say C. So first entry will be as usual, bills receivable to B. Second entry, the endorsee account data to bills receivable. Third entry, drawee account data to endorsee. Why there's a default? Because of drawee. Who is drawee, sir? B. And who is endorsee, sir? An example, C. Including noting charges. Okay. Now, in the books of endorsee, endorser means A. So bills receivable to cash because he is paying the noting charges. Please remember, whoever is having the bill with him, that fellow will be paying the noting charges. Now, I think this is very rarely you come across in the books of bank here. In the books of bank, customer account is debited to bills receivable account is created to cash account because noting charges are being paid by the banker because the bill is with him. Simple words for you to, without having any confusion. Even though at the instruction of the drawer, noting charges are being paid, since banker is making the payment, is giving credit to which account? Cash account. So whenever bank is paying, the entry will be same. Customer account data to bills receivable to cash account, same as above. So very rarely you come across this. Very rarely. Rarely you will be asked to write entry in the books of bank. Customer account means because customer account is debited means it's like a withdrawal. We have seen in BRS. And is they are giving the back the bill because bill has been dishonored, right? Now, sir, what about in the books of drawee? For all situations, only one entry. All situations, simple. Bills payable account data, noting charges account data to drawer. Because B is only concerned with A. B is not concerned with bank. B is not concerned with the endorsee. B is not concerned with anybody. B is only concerned with whom? A. So the entry will be bills payable account data, noting charges account data to drawers account. So I've explained, now to have a more clarity, all those things I'm framing one problem to explain, including noting charges. One problem I want to quickly uh, work out by giving one illustration, right? So today I'm giving you one problem. Here I'm writing on the screen. A draws a bill on B for rupees 50,000. On 1st March, the same example I've taken last class, but there we assume that bills were honored. But only thing is, I'm writing for 3 months. Let me put it 2 months. 2 months. The bill is dishonored. The bill is dishonored on the due date. Past journal entries. In the books of concerned parties. In the books of concerned parties. for the following situations. For the following situations. A retains the bill till the due date. A discount the bill with the banker at 12% per annum. A endorse the bill C in settlement of amount due to him. Fourth one. A sends the bill for collection. A sends the bill for collection. Assume noting charges as rupees 500. Assuming noting charges as 500. Now I should give you the entries. So let me start writing the entries. Here I have told you A draws a bill on B for 50,000. Clear to all of you? So here, first let me complete journal entries of A. Journal entries of A is a drawer. So this I am writing for situation 1. Situation 1. First entry. 1st March 1st March 18. First entry. Bills receivable account at R2. B account. Who is the giver? B. Draw is nothing but B, no? What is the amount? 50,000. Then second entry. If you are having any confusion when I have explained by on the screen, I think this will give you clarity of thought. I am giving detailed entries to you. You know the narration. I am not giving the narration being the entry for bill drawn. We have learned in the last class. Okay. Or let me give narration being the entry for bill drawn. Then second entry, due date. You have due date. I told you 3 months, no? 2 months. 2 months I have told you. 2 months means 1st March 18. 2 months means here you have to add 3 grace days. 1 plus 3, 4. 3 plus 2, 4th May 18. Second entry. What happened? Bill has been dishonored. When bill has been dishonored, B account debtor noting charges I told you 500. 50,500. Here B means drawee, my dear friends. You will understand. B means here drawee. B means who is that? Drawee. B account debtor to bills receivable account 50,000 to cash account 500 to cash account 500. This is for what? Noting charges. I told you assume that noting charges whenever bill has been dishonored, assume here I told you noting charges will be paid. I have also taken the example of noting charges. Narration being the entry for dishonor and noting charges paid. Okay, this is situation number 1. Clear to all of you? Now let me take you to situation 2. You know situation 2, there I have given when bill is discounted with the banker. First entry again, 1st March 18. Bills, I'm using short form, bills receivable account debtor to B account. Who is B? Roy. $50,000. Same being bill drawn. Being bill drawn. Second entry, 4th May 18. Sorry, the bill has been discounted. No, you should write the entry for discounting of the bill. Assuming that on the same day bill has been discounted. Same day bill has been discounted. So bills receivable account debtor to be drawee account. First March, you know the entry, bank account debtor discount account debtor to bills receivable. Here duration of the bill is for how many months? 2 months. No, here I am writing discount is equal to 50,000 into 12% into 2 by 12. 50,000 into 12% means 6,000. No, 6,000 by 12 is coming to how much? 500. 500 into 2 months, it is coming to 1,000 rupees. Bank account debtor 49,000. What is discount? 1,000 rupees. So bills receivable account 50,000. That means is getting the bill discounted, means is able to get the money on the same date without waiting for 2 months ending. That is why he is foregoing. Who is foregoing 1,000 rupees? Drawer is going to forego the amount. But what is the banker is going to get an advantage? Getting 1,000 rupees. So without this is what is business. The banker, by providing the facility, banker is getting 1,000 rupees income for him, whereas it is a loss for whom? Expense for whom? The drawer. This is what is called as discount account debtor. Bank account debtor, discount account debtor to bills receivable account. Narration. Being the entry for bill discounted with the banker. bank account data, discount account data to bills receivable account, being the entry for bill discounted with the banker. Clear to all of you? 1st March 18. So on the same day, this is first entry. This is second entry. Now then what happened on the due date? On the due date means I have told you 4th May 18, 2 months no duration. 4th May, same. 4th May, bill has been dishonored. We have learned the entry for discounted bill dishonored. B account debtor. B means who is that? Drawee. Now, who is the holder of the bill? Banker. So he is paying including noting charges. So amount is collectible from B. Amount is payable to whom? Bank. So that is total amount 50,000 plus 500. 50,500. Being the entry for discounted bill is dishonored. And noting and dishonored and noting charges. Noting charges included. Noting charges included. This is which way situation number 2. The same thing, in fact, you are supposed to work out. A, discount the bill with the banker at 12% per annum. Third situation, A, endorse the bill to C in settlement of amount due. So these are three possibilities we are discussing. If you are having four bills, one bill is retained with other bill discount. In that way also I can give example. But I am telling you four possibilities. Same bill I can either retain as a drawer, or I can discount, or I can endorse, or I will be sending the bill to bank for collection. Situation 1 is completed. Situation number 3 now. First entry as it is. Narration same, like previous one. Then this is bill is endorsed to C. Entry. We are assuming on the same day bill has been endorsed. C account debtor endorsee. C account debtor endorsee to bills receivable account. Being the entry for bill is endorsed in favor of C. Now what happened? The bill has been dishonored. The bill has been dishonored. When bill has been dishonored, what is the entry you should write? Come on, tell me. What is the date, sir? 4th May 18. Come on. You learned that entry. This is because of whom the bill has been dishonored? Because of B. So B account debtor. B means drawee. Including noting charges. Who is going to pay noting charges? Bill is with whom, my dear friends? The bill is with whom? The bill is with endorsee, so he is going to make a payment. Amount is due to whom? C. Endorsee. Okay. So B account debtor to C. Endorsee account. Narration. Being the entry for Endorsed bill is dishonored. Being the entry for endorsed bill is dishonored. Being the entry for endorsed bill is dishonored, including noting charges, because 50,500 to be collected from B and 50,500 to be payable to C. So whenever you are debiting any amount, the amount is due. Whenever you are creating, amount is due. Amount is due from B, amount is due to C, including noting charges. Being the entry for endorsed bill is dishonored, including noting charges. Okay, next one. Situation 3 also completed. Situation 4. As usual, bills receivable account data are to first entry 50,000, bill drawn. Second entry same date. This entry, second entry, you will be writing on the date of. You can send the bill immediately, or you can sell the bill before the date. See, it's simple. As soon as I get, I can send the bill to bank for collection, or I can wait, because I don't have the date on which the bill is sent to bank for collection. I'm putting question mark. If I got the date, I can send the bill for collection immediately. As soon as I got the bill, I can send the bill to bank for collection. Bank will be having the bill with him till 2 months, and then he will be sending the bill to bank for collection. Then he will be sending the bill to drawee for getting the money back. So you don't know on what date. On what date the bill is sent to bank for collection is not mentioned. I'm putting question mark. Or if you assume that on the same day the bill is sent to bank for collection, as soon as bill has been received, then you can write 1st March 18. It's your wish. Okay, just I'm trying to explain. Its date is not so significant, but since the date has been given, I'm I'm trying to explain on this point. If I assume the bill is sent to bank for collection immediately, you can write 1st March 18. Or bill is sent to bank for collection on due date, you can write due date. It's your wish. So you can send the bill to bank for collection as soon as I got the bill, or I can send the bill to bank for collection 1 week before the due date, or exactly on the due date. I can send. If you assume that you send on same date, you can write 1st March 18. It's not an issue. It's only technical aspect of it, right? But you focus on entry. What is the entry, sir? Bill sent for collection account debtor. Bill sent for collection account debtor to bills receivable. ₹50,000. Being bill sent for collection. Third entry. Exact due date. What is due date? 4th May 18. Bill is dishonored. Again, which account should be debited? B is the culprit. B is a defaulter, B is nothing but drawee. Repeated, I am writing. Drawee account debtor. 2. Bill sent for collection. 2. Bank account. Noting charge. So this is entry. B account data to bill sent for collection to bank. Noting charges. Narration. Being the entry for It is also called as bill for collection. Bill for collection, dishonored, and noting charges paid. And noting charges paid. The entry for bill for collection and noting charges paid. So we have written the entries in the books of A right from the beginning. Situation 1, very simple entry, journal entries of A: bills receivable to B, B to bills receivable to cash. Situation 2, bills receivable to B, bank discount to bills receivable, B to bank. Situation 3, bills receivable to B, C to bills receivable, B to C, and then bills receivable to B, bills sent to bank for collection to bills receivable B account. You can observe this. I am highlighting with red mark, red ink. So whenever bill has been dishonored, you can notice two things. Situation 4, observe, B account is debited, with 50,500. Am I right? Situation 3, same, no? Situation 2, B account is debited with 50,000. Here also, situation 1, so no need to worry about it. Since when you are discussing detailed manner, first 1 or 2 classes, you will be feeling bit confusing. But once if you practice, this will be very easy. B account debtor. So you can see whenever bill is dishonored, which account has been debited? For all situation, B account has been debited. No, amount is same. Have you observed this? Who is the defaulter? B is the defaulter. Okay, my dear friends, right? I think this is what the entries in the books of A. Let us learn the entries in the books of B. Who is B, sir? Roy. For all situations, only one entry. For all the situations, means situation 1, 2, 3, 4. A account debtor to bills payable. A account debtor to bills payable. $50,000. Being our acceptance given. Being our acceptance given. 4th May 18. Bills payable account debtor. I told you, who will debit noting charges? Roy will debit noting charges. It is an expense for me, I told you. Noting charges account at R 500. To whom the amount is to be payable? A account. A means who is that A, sir? Drawer. 3,500. And noting charges debited. Noting charges debited. Being the entry for bill dishonored, noting charges debited. So for all situations means 1, 2, 3, 4. These same entries will be repeated. So to explain in simple, I have written. Come on, A means here who is A, sir? Drawer. Drawer account at R to bills payable account. Bills payable account at R, noting charges account at R to A account. Being the entry for bill dishonored and noting charges debited. And noting charges debited. Clear to all of you? This is how you should write the entries. Now, I have also told you consent parties. Let me also give you the entry for C. Who is C, sir? Endorser. C is endorser. Entry. Entry for endorser in the books of endorser. Bills receivable account at R. Bills receivable account at R to A account. Who is A, sir? Endorser. $50,000. Not giving the date implied on the day whenever he is receiving that bill, be writing the date. Then narration. Or if you assume on same first um, given date 1st March, no? Being the entry for endorsed bill received. Then what happened? If it is honored, you write cash account at R2, bills receivable. We have learned that in the last class. Since the bill has been dishonored, 4th May 18, I've already given the entry. Who is the defaulter for C? For C, who is the defaulter? A. A account at R. A means who is A, sir? Endorser. Including noting charges. To bills receivable account 50,000. Who is going to pay? Since the bill is with C, he is going to pay noting charges to cash account. Noting charges. Entry for endorsed bill is dishonored and being the entry for endorsed bill is dishonored and noting charges paid. Being the entry for endorsed bill is dishonored, noting charges paid. So he's going to collect the money from whom? E. Because of A, this is what has happened. Okay. Now, if you are interested, we also can write. Generally, I told you that we won't be writing entry in the books of what is it called as entry in the books of banker. But let me also give you entries in the books of C. I told you. Now, let me give you. It won't be. I won't be taking much time to explain you. This is very rarely you come across general in the books of banker. The books of banker means you'll be writing like you discount the bill State Bank of India. The State Bank of India you'll be writing. General entries in the books of banker. Second situation has discounted the bill, no, 1st March 18. For him, bills discounted account data. He will be using the term bills discounted account data. 50,000. 2. Customer account. That is here A's current account, because in the name of trader we will be opening current account, customer account. You have seen already bill has been discounted, 49,000 has been received by bank account data discount. How much banker has given? 49. So same 49. Now I told you discount 1,000 rupees is a loss or expense to drawer, whereas gain to banker. So to customer account, current account, how much is crediting? 49,000. To discount, or it is called rebate on bill discounted. How much? Okay. In the entry for bill discounted with us by A. Next, on the due date. What is the due date? Tell me, what is the due date? 1st March. Due date is 1st March. After 1st March, due date is 3 days, 2 months, no? 4th May 18. Now he'll be writing your customer account data, because customer account is debiting, that is current account of A. With how much? Including noting charges, because noting charges are going to be paid by banker. 2. Bill discounted account $50,000. Since he is the holder of the bill, he is paying noting charges. So to cash noting charges. So no need to worry about, sir, so many entries are there. No need to panic. Slowly when you practice, it will be easy. Customer account data are, that is current account of A, to bill discounted account, to cash account noting charges, being the entry for bill dishonored. Being the entry for bill discounted by A with us is dishonored and noting charges paid. and noting charges paid. So this I can't rush because these things has to be explained in a proper manner. If it sits in your mind, I'll tell you the important significance of this. I've seen so many students, they struggle when they come to CA Inter because lack of knowledge of bills of exchange. Bills of exchange theory part you'll be learning promissory note in the law. Negotiable Instrument Act. Entry 4. Bills discounted by A with us is dishonored, noting charges paid. So we have learned the entries in the books of A, B, C. Is this clear? So this is about the entries for we have seen so far entries for dishonor. Now if the drawee is having any apprehension that he may not be able to make a payment, then the bill can be renewed. So now we are left out with two things. So far we have seen a complete picture I am giving you. Bills of exchange structure I am telling you. Structure is that bill drawn we have seen. Bill honored we have seen. Bill honored we have seen. Bill dishonored we have seen so far. Now we need to learn about renewal of a bill. This we have seen various situations. This we have seen in various situations. Now renewal of a bill means extension. See, I'll tell you what is renewal of a bill. If drawee is having any apprehension that he may not be able to make a payment, he may not be in a position to make a payment, then he may comes with a request asking before dishonor. Drawee may ask the drawer to kindly extend the bill. That means if drawee of a bill may not be in a position to meet or honor the bill on the maturity date, in such case he may approach the drawer and request him to cancel the old bill and draw a new bill in its place. Simple words, I told you extension. Actual meaning, if you look at it, meaning meaning of renewal of a bill, if you look into it, drawee requesting the drawer to cancel the old bill and draw a fresh bill in its place. So drawee requesting the drawer to cancel the old bill and draw a fresh bill in its place. That means is replacing the old bill. So obviously what happened? And fresh bill, that is for extended period. So fresh bill in its place means for extended period. When bill is extended, interest is chargeable from drawee on the old bill amount for extended period. Interest is chargeable from drawee on the old bill amount for extended period. Suppose old bill is 12,000. New bill is for 2 months. And rate of interest, say 12%. Rate of interest, say 12%. 2 months and rate of interest, say 12%. Interest is equal to 12,000 into 12% into 2 by 12. It is coming to, at all of you, 12,000 into 12% means it is coming to 2 by 12. $12,000 into 12% by 12 is coming to 240. Sorry, 240 rupees. 12,000. I said 12%. No, 12,000 into 12%. It is coming to 1440. How many months? 2 by 12. So how much interest is to be payable? 240 rupees is the interest that is to be charged from B. So that therefore B needs to pay. Therefore fresh bill will be for fresh bill to be paid is equal to 12,000 plus 240. How much it is coming to? 12,002. So if B wants to pay interest, he can pay interest, then fresh bill will be for 12,000. Or that fresh bill may also include interest also. This is what is about renewal of a bill. Come on, tell me, renewal of a bill means extension. Drawer requesting the drawer to cancel the old bill and draw a fresh bill in its place. That is for extended period. Interest is chargeable from drawer on the old bill amount for extended period. Suppose old bill is, I told you, 12,000. New bill is for 2 months and rate of interest say 12%. Interest is equal to 40. Therefore fresh bill paid by B is 12,000 plus 240. It comes to 12,240. Okay. Then opposite to renewal is retirement. Let us see what is retirement. Retirement is nothing but making the payment before due date. Making the payment before due date by the drawee is called as retirement. Is called as retirement. Making the payment before the due date by the drawee is called as retirement. Making the payment before the due date by the drawee is called as retirement. Clear to all of you? Making the payment before the due date. That means, example, as I told you, 1st March 2018 50,000 bill drawn. We have seen example. Bill drawn on B. 1st May 2018 due date. The date on which B paid 50,000 rupees. You try to understand. 1st March 50,000 rupees bill drawn on B by A. We have seen the example already. Say 1st May 2008 is due date, and date on which B paid amount is 50,000. That is 1 month before. One month before the due date, B makes the payment. Okay. So, to encourage these kind of payments, a rebate will be given. To encourage these kind of payments, a rebate will be given by drawer to drawee. It is an expense for drawer, income for drawee. This we will be learning in entries part. So, for example, rebate is 12% per annum. So, rebate is to be calculated for 1 month because he's making payment 1 month before. So, 50,000 into 12% into 1 by 3,000 into 12% by 12. How much rebate is given? 500 rupees rebate. So, rebate is to be calculated. But in simple words, is a premature payment. Rebate is nothing but, retirement is nothing but a premature payment. Making payment is also called as prematured payment. Prematured payment. So, prematured payment is for how many months? 1 month. So, 1 month, for making 1 month, if drawer is happy, he will be giving concession 1 month before. So, he is giving rebate. Rebate means concession. It is an expense for drawer and income to drawee. Let us see, we got the entries here. Retirement. Meaning of retirement: making the payment of a bill before the due date is called retirement. An interest allowed by the holder of the bill to the drawee at an agreed rate of interest for the unexpired period means making the payment before the due date. Consideration for premature payment is known as rebate. Such a rebate on retirement of bill is an income for the drawee and is an expense for the payee. Payee means in this case a drawer. Okay. Then entry. Accounting entry on retirement. Bank account data. I have given example, say 49,500. Example I have given, no? Rebate say 500. So, bills receivable 50,000. This is an expense for whom? Drawer. And it is income to drawee. So, bank bills payable actually is supposed to pay 50,000. But he is paying 49,500. What is income for him? 500. Rebate on bills. So, what is entry for? Normally, you will be writing the entry for first bills receivable account data R to B. Then, at the time of getting the payment, bank account data, rebate on bills to bills receivable. And in the books of drawee, first he will be writing the entry to that A account at R to bills payable. A means say drawer. Then bills payable account at R to bank account to rebate. So this is an income. This is an expense. So we have learned the concept of retirement also. Now let us see the entry for renewal. Cancellation of the original bill and drawing a fresh bill for another period on a request from the drawee is called as renewal of a bill. Treatment of interest. In case of a renewal of a bill, the interest for the extended period is either paid in cash or is included in the amount of the new bill. I have given the example, 240 rupees is the interest that is to be paid. Just now I have given the example now here. And bill renewal 240. This 240 can be paid in interest or it can be included in the fresh bill. Okay. So here what I am trying to tell you, renewal of a cancellation of the original bill and drawing a fresh bill for another period on a request from the drawee is called renewal. The interest for the extended period is either paid in cash or included. Accounting treatment. On cancelling the old bill, drawee account at R to bills receivable. Here bills payable account at R to drawer. Cancellation. On making due for interest. Interest is income to the drawer. So he is collecting the interest from whom? Drawee. Drawee to interest. Here interest is an expense. So entry is interest account at R to drawer. On receiving the portion of the amount. Suppose sometimes he say, I have to pay 50,000, but I am paying now 10,000. You take 10,000. Then you will be writing bank account to drawee. Or you say you collect interest. 240. Example again. Bank to drawee 240 like that. Similarly for him, it's a payment. Drawer to bank. And on acceptance of a new bill, whatever the amount which is due, for that a fresh bill is being drawn. Entry bills receivable to drawee. Drawer to bills payable. Now again, this fresh bill can be retained, fresh bill can be discounted, fresh bill can be endorsed, fresh bill can be sent to bank for collection. Again, fresh bill can be honored, fresh bill can be dishonored. Fresh bill can be honored, fresh bill can be dishonored. Is that clear? So original bill has been cancelled. So original bill entry cancel is as good as dishonor of a bill. Cancellation means only thing is noting charges won't be there because drawer concern only the bill is cancelled, fresh bill has been drawn. Clear? So we have learned about this one also. Last point, insolvency. So far I have here explained you renewal of a bill we have seen, and then today's class we have learned this, and also we have learned today's class retirement of a bill. This also we have learned. Last topic which will be that entire theory stuff will be problems, the entry stuff will be completed, then we can start working the problems the next class onwards. Insolvency of the acts after bill. Insolvency arises due to bankruptcy. Bankruptcy means the drawer is unable to make a payment and he files a IP, insolvency petition. We have learned in general in this topic. He files a IP, insolvency petition in the court of the law that my properties are less than my liabilities, I can't make payment. If court adjourned that such a person as a insolvent, then it is called as insolvency. So when a bill is dishonored on the due to insolvency of the drawee or accept the bill, either noting nothing is recovered or some partial payment called dividend in full settlement of the claim is recovered, the dishonor of the bill due to insolvency of the acceptor recorded in the same manner as explained in case of dishonor bill. So entry for insolvency same like dishonor. So no need to first learn anything. Only thing is that the amount which remains unpaid by the drawee, suppose 50,000 we need to receive, but we were able to receive 25,000, and then in the books of drawer such amount is debited to bad debts account. Unpaid amount. Unpaid amount means the amount that is not collected. Which account should be debited? Bad debts account. Then entry will be bad debts account at R to drawee account. And the amount that is unable to paid by drawee is credited to deficiency account. In simple words, here entry will be bad debts account at R to drawee. Here drawer account at R2 to deficiency account. Bad debts account at R to drawee account. Here drawer account at R to deficiency account. The amount which remains unpaid by the drawee is treated as under bad debts account at R to drawee account. Here drawer account at R to deficiency account. And Remaining entry, cancellation entry, we have learned. What is the cancellation entry? Here, just like for renewal, you have cancelled, no? Drawee account data or to bills receivable. Then amount is not recovered, bad debts to drawee. Or part of the amount has been recovered. Bank account data, bad debts account data to drawee. Here, part of the amount is paid. Drawer account data to bank to deficiency. Okay, so with this, the trade bills entire concept has been completed. Only we are left out with now, after that we are left out with which one? Accommodation of bills. So we have so far we've completed concept of which bills, my dear friends? Trade bills. Is this clear to all of you? You have learned about trade bills, and the coming classes we will be learning about dishonor of a bill. Here has not mentioned actually, but whatever you have learned is so far is trade bills. Okay, so I hope you got the clarity to today's class. We have learned in detailed manner. Keep on practicing. So we'll meet in the next class. We work out problems from straight away from your material. Okay, we'll meet in the next class. Till then, goodbye. Thank you. God bless you all.